It requires voters' signatures on mail-in ballots to match the one on file with election officials. The 11th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals recently ruled that law imposes a serious burden on the right to vote. Our Washington Bureau reporter Samantha-Jo is joining us live now at 5:35 with more on where this all goes from here. Hi, SJ.
Well, Veronica, this Florida case is still ongoing. It now heads back down to the district court. But as this battle continues, experts are urging states like Florida to allow alternative options to identify voters beyond that exact match signature requirement.
In Florida, it's all in a name, or at least how voters sign theirs.
When a voter is filling out an absentee ballot, they're not necessarily thinking this is a test.
During the 2018 midterm election, 45 Florida counties tossed a total of 3,668 mail-in ballots and 93 provisional ballots, all because the signature did not match the one on file.
Election officials aren't trained experts.
Attorney John Powers challenged a similar law in Georgia last year. He says a major problem both states share: a lack of uniform regulations.
There's no standards, there's no training.
And advocates say over the years, the same problem has plagued voters over and over again, hitting seniors whose signatures change over time and younger voters who register as teens.
Depending on the day, how they're standing or sitting, the surface on which they're writing, the ballots that were rejected came disproportionately from counties that had high proportions of voters of color.
Now, many are looking for ways to reform Florida's system.
Using a bipartisan review committee where you have people from each side of the aisle in a neutral process looking at the signatures. Other states use signature verification technology.
Legislation has been filed in Congress and in the Florida State House that would change voter signature match rules. But some, like Senator Rick Scott, believe the state should focus on following the rules already on the books.
We have good laws in our state. The one thing that was frustrating for me with regard to what happened down in Broward County, the laws weren't followed.
But advocates will continue to fight to ensure thousands of legally registered voters' voices are heard.
We need to focus on dismantling those barriers to the ballot.
Well, with the 2020 elections quickly approaching, experts are recommending that Congress and state legislatures take action as soon as possible to get these practices in place ahead of the presidential election. We're live on Capitol Hill this evening. Samantha-Jo,